Hey, what's going on YouTube? Steven here. Just wanted to do a quick recap of my experience replacing my axle on my Bass Tracker 190TX. This is a 2006 Bass Tracker 190TX Pro Team. It's been a great boat to me, but maintenance calls, so sometimes you gotta do certain things. So just want to give you guys a quick recap of my experience dealing with this project, as well as some tools that you might need and some measurements, and just kind of how my process went and where to source the parts from. So a little backstory of what happened. I was driving home from the ramp and started hearing some noises on the backside of my trailer. I'll share some pictures of the hub assembly whenever I got home. I thankfully made it home without the tire falling off, catching fire, and destroying the boat. So very blessed for that. Just want to show you guys everything that I've taken out. So this assembly comes from Tracker directly. You have to call Tracker, give them the serial number for your trailer, and order it through them. My whole set came with leaf springs, 2 hub assemblies, and a new axle. I think it was $650 plus shipping and handling. They said it was going to be 2 to 4 weeks. I actually received the axle in probably 7 days, which was awesome. It's going to get me back out on the water quicker, which it's coming into fall, so it's going to be nice to be able to be out on the water. When I called Tracker, they did want the serial number off of the axle as well as the serial number off of the trailer so they could reference their records and source the right axle and everything for you. So this is everything taken out. 2 leaf springs, 4 U-bolts. There's only 3 there because I threw one away because I had to cut it out. Got some clamps, or bottoms of the clamps, the hub assembly, and the old axle, which is now taken out. As you can see, the old axle, bearings, everything just kind of disintegrated. My neglect, hate to say it, but I learned a lot. Lessons in life are not cheap, and this is my first boat, and I'm learning a lot with this boat. But you can see the races are like still cooked in there. I thought I was gonna be able to save this thing and talk to some people like, nah, you're toast. So just want to show you guys that. Show you guys the spindle, which is cooked. Doesn't turn. I don't know if you can see that, but has a nice groove in it. Make sure you guys grease your stuff. Best recommendation, grease your stuff. Monitor it, pack your bearings, hopefully once a year. I recommend keeping a spare hub assembly in the boat, or get a crash kit that you travel with and keep it in your truck or in your car. That way, once it starts to go, you can pull over, throw it on. It takes 5 minutes to do. Super easy. Keep the tools in your boat or in your car to do this on the side of the road, because it will happen eventually. Even if you take care of your stuff falls apart. So just want to go over some tools and some information. Like I said, this part comes directly from Tracker. It comes with 2 new hubs, 2 new leaf springs, 4 new U-bolts, ready to rock and roll. Go ahead and go over some measurements with you guys. I tried to source it on eTrailer. I couldn't find it, so I called Tracker, and it's a special ordered part. Just some measurements for you guys to know. The hub-to-hub measurement is gonna be 78.5, which that's gonna be measuring from the face of this to the face of the far side. 78.5 inches. The face of your hub assembly to your leaf springs, at least for me, was 7 inches. Let me move that for you guys. This is 7 inches from here to here. As well as the leaf spring center to the leaf spring center is 64.5 inches. Another important thing to note is actually your leaf spring center, because I thought I was going to source this out in parts as I took it apart. I was like, oh, new axle, new hubs. And then I was like, oh, well, the leaf springs look a little shot, so I'm gonna replace those. Those are 25 1/4 on center when you measure them. And that's not a common leaf spring size that I could find on each trailer. So like I said, Tracker sells this as one complete unit for $650. So yeah, that's kind of where I left off. I have the new axle, obviously, as you can see in there. Just want to tell you guys about some of the tools I used and what you're going to need. Tape measure to take your measurements for the sizes you need. If you can find them, hopefully you can. Good luck. If not, call Tracker. To take the whole assembly out, you're going to need 2 ratchets. I have a breaker bar and I have a regular ratchet. For the back bolt, the back nut, it's 7/8. I recommend a deep well. I was barely able to grab it with this one. My other 7/8, I don't know, is like 1/8 shorter and it wasn't able to grab it. This one was, but it's not a deep well. I recommend a deep well. For the bolt, you're going with 13/16. Don't need a deep well for that. Also, to remove the U-bolts, if you need to remove the U-bolts, you're gonna need an 11/16. I recommend a deep well for that. Just make your life a little bit easier. So my bolts and nuts were in there super tight, and I WD-40'd them. Tried hitting them with just like a ratchet and a crescent wrench, and it didn't work out. So brought out the breaker bar and was able to lean into it. You're obviously gonna need a jack. I have my boat on jack stands. The tire in there for safety. I actually have 2 jack stands on each side just because they're from Harbor Freight and I just didn't trust them very much. So I have some safety in there as well. But yeah, that's where I'm at, guys, with this. I'm about ready to throw the tires back on there. Just wanted to share my experience with you. The one thing I didn't mention was the hub size. That I do not know. I'm trying to look that up myself, and I'll add that later or down in the comments. But it is a 5-stud hub assembly. But yep. Good luck to you guys. Hopefully you do not find yourself in this situation like I did. I'll try and do a video of how to take a hub assembly apart and how to pack bearings with the other side of this trailer and clean it up and kind of show you guys how to do that. But good luck to you. Thank you all for watching the video. Hopefully this helps. Hopefully this shares some information, points you in the right direction to find where to get a new axle if you find yourself in the situation I'm in. So best of luck to you. Thank you very much. Bye.